इन गलत केसेस की वजह से लाखों आदमी सुसाइड करते हैं। यहाँ पर मेरी पत्नी बोलती है कि तो फिर तुम क्यों नहीं कर लेते? और ये सुन के वो जज हँस पड़ती है।
On December 9, 2024, a person was found dead in the region of Munnakolal, Bangalore. Interestingly, the police found a 24 pages note with the title Justice is Due and a 90 minutes video in the same apartment. The name Atul Subash, which was unknown to anyone, suddenly became the topic of the nation. So, what did he try to tell the world through his suicide, and what was his story? Atul Subhash met Nikita Singhania in the year 2019 through Shadi.com, and in Jan 2019 they got engaged. During the after engagement period, Atul started to observe that Nikita wasn't that much of a talkative person, and whenever she used to talk, she used to put good amount of thoughts onto it. So he liked this quality of her, thinking that she was a wise woman and knows how to talk in a meaningful manner. But little did he know that this was all an act.
एंगेजमेंट के दौरान और शादी के पहले तक मेरी पत्नी बहुत ज़्यादा बोलती नहीं थी, फ़ोन पर जब बात होती थी हमारी, और काफ़ी सोच समझ के जवाब देती थी, है ना? तो मैं चूँकि काफ़ी बातें-वातें करने वाला बंदा हूँ, तो मैं हमेशा सोचता था कि ये तो एक समझदारी का सूचक है, एक विज़डम का मार्क है कि कोई लड़की कम बोल रही है और सोच समझ के बोल रही है, तो शी इज़ वाइज़। बट सच्चाई ये है कि जो मेरी पत्नी ने मुझे खुद बताया कि उनकी भाभियाँ, माँ इत्यादि लोगों ने इसे समझाया कि शादी के पहले कम बात करो, नहीं तो शादी टूटने के चांसेस होते हैं।
So later, on April 2019, they tied their knot. The wedding was done at a quick pace as Nikita's father, Manoj Singhania, was facing health issues at that time. Please do remember this point very carefully. So, after the marriage, they stayed at Atul's parents' home in Bia for only 2 days. And this was the only time Nikita had met Atul's brother, Vikas Kumar. And this was accepted by even Nikita herself during the CRPC 125 cross examination. Do remember this point very carefully. So, yeah, continuing back. To celebrate their marriage, they went to Mauritius for honeymoon. As soon as they arrived there, Atul started to observe some changes in Nikita's behavior. They even fought multiple times during that trip. Then it actually came into light that Nikita was never interested in this marriage, and she did that just because her father's health was in a bad condition. After hearing this, Atul's hope towards new life has shattered.
हम मॉरिशस गए हनीमून के लिए, जहाँ पर मुझे पता चला कि ये तो शादी ही नहीं करना चाहती थी, है ना? और कैसे इनके परिवार वालों ने इसे समझाया कि पिता की तबीयत खराब है तो शादी कर लो, तो उसने शादी कर ली। और ये पढ़ी-लिखी लड़की है, तो अब पता नहीं मुझे क्यों किया शादी इसने। मैं तो शॉक था सुन के कि कमाल हो गया ये। वहाँ पर भी इनके कारनामे थे, मॉरिशस में भी, है ना? और कई बात पर हमारा वहाँ पर भी लड़ाई हुआ।
There was some kind of distance and awkwardness in their relationship because of this. And after returning back to Bangalore, Atul started to keep more efforts so as to make Nikita more comfortable. He used to drop Nikita regularly at her office, which was 13 kilometers far, and even pick her up while he is going to his work. So almost every day he used to travel around 50 kilometers just to pick up his wife, that too in the Bangalore traffic. Anyone who is from Bangalore do know how much of a daunting task is that. Slowly and slowly, Nikita also started to change by noticing the efforts made by Atul. So they become more comfortable with each other, and Nikita got pregnant around this time. But unfortunately, her father passed away. Even during this time, Nikita even lost her job because of disciplinary issues. Moreover, there is an interesting point over here. Like before the wedding, it was told to Atul that Nikita was working as an analyst, but in reality, she was working in a call center as a call center analyst, which Atul got to know after their marriage. So things started to get worse from here on. Since Nikita had lost her job, she was entirely staying at home, and during this time, Nikita used to contact her mother, Nisha Singhania, a lot. So, in a way, there was a start of her mother's influence into their relationship, which made the things even worse. Moreover, during her leisure time, Nikita used to watch a lot of K dramas, which resulted in unrealistic expectations. And she even started to demand Atul to treat her in the same way. Though this might sound extremely childish to many of you, but what we consume daily do affect us in some or the other way. And it wasn't like Atul did not care for Nikita at all. Atul used to take her for regular medical checkups and even used to bring her medications. There was a household help who used to do all the household chores and also a cook. To even help her out during her pregnancy time, Atul even called her mom, Anju Devi Moody, to Bangalore to take care of her. So from this, it really does seem like he's doing all the things in his hand to help her out. But just because you're doing your best doesn't mean the other person will also do the same. And this became extremely apparent to Atul by seeing how Nikita used to behave. Moreover, even after his mother's arrival, there wasn't any change in her. And the worst thing here is that Nikita's mother started to gaslight her so much that her entire behavior changed. Like at times while I was going through this case, I did wonder if her mother did not interfere that much into this relationship, would have been the case took a different turn. I guess this is just an if scenario. But anyways, continuing back. And in 2020, Nikita gave birth to a baby boy named Vyom. Atul thought, finally everything is going to be good from here onwards. But this was his biggest mistake. Also, COVID had started around the same time and there was a lockdown which was going on. So, because of this, the household help and the cook couldn't come. Then Nikita started to say that she can manage the baby by herself, it is going to be difficult. So, seeing Nikita in that state, Atul somehow managed to hire a maid. Like, do remember this was during the time of lockdown when no person was willing to do this kind of task. But still, Atul had went out of his ways to help her out. Not only that, Atul used to do all the household chores alone and even used to take care of the baby while managing his office work. So during that lockdown time, Nikita used to feel depressed as she did not had any job. So Atul could not bear to see her in that way. Even started to teach her programming languages, also helped build her resume and even helped her get some interviews. So because of Atul's help and support, Nikita was finally able to land a job in a multinational company called Accenture in April 2021 as an AI engineering consultant.
मैंने इन्हें बोला कि कंप्यूटर साइंस में ग्रेजुएट हो, मैं तुम्हें पढ़ाता हूँ, है ना? लेकिन पढ़ाई में मन लगता नहीं है। तो मैंने इन्हें प्रोग्रामिंग करना सिखाया, है ना? आपको लग रहा होगा बीटेक कंप्यूटर साइंस ये किए हैं, तो इनको कुछ प्रोग्रामिंग आती है, कुछ प्रोग्रामिंग नहीं आती। तो प्रोग्रामिंग करना सिखाया इन्हें, इन्हें आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस सिखाना शुरू किया, इन्हें इंटरव्यूज़ दिलवाए इतनी सारी कंपनी में, इनका रिज़्यूमे बनवाया। हर इंटरव्यू के बाद क्या क्वेश्चंस का कैसे जवाब देना है, ये सिखाया। मेरी कंपनी में भी इंटरव्यू दिलाया जहाँ सेलेक्ट नहीं हुई। ऐसे कुछ नहीं भी तो 2 दर्जन कंपनियों में इनका सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ। फिर 1 साल बाद इनका ये एक्सेंचर कंपनी में सिलेक्शन हुआ अप्रैल 2021 में, और अप्रैल 2021 के अंत में इनका ज्वाइनिंग था, और ठीक उसके 18-19 दिन बाद चली गई ज्वाइनिंग के।
And during the second lockdown, Nikita's family started to ask Atul to give them 50 lakhs so that they could buy a new house. To which Atul said no. As previously also, Nikita's family had asked Atul money time for their business, to which Atul accepted and gave them that. Initially 3 lakhs, then 9 lakhs, and 4 lakhs after that. So Atul said he can't give them any more money and demanded to pay back the money that they previously took. And this went on for quite a while. So at last Nikita had gave back Atul around 1,40,000 rupees, but Nisha Singhania said they won't be paying back the rest of the money, and if he wants, he can take it from his own wife's salary. And they even demanded Atul to help Nikita's brother Piyush Singhania to set up a cloud kitchen in Bangalore. The demands were so absurd, and Atul stated no. Seeing this, Nikita had called her mom, Nisha Singhania, to Bangalore, stating that her health wasn't good. But that was a lie. And Nisha Singhania's arrival and living together with them in Bangalore made things even worse. Nikita's mother used to bring the topic of 50 lakhs each and every day and used to demand Atul to give that money. So there was a lot of chaos in this entire house because of this. And on May 16, a huge fight broke where Nikita and her mother said that they can't live there anymore and they want to just get away from there. So Nikita insisted on taking the baby with her, to which Atul started to worry and even pleaded her to stay back as it was peak corona time and that it isn't safe for her and even for the baby. But none of this went into their ears. So they went off the next day morning. So for that also, Atul himself booked the cab and paid for it and even bought the tickets for them. While leaving, Nikita took all the things with her: gold jewelry, the baby, personal possession, anything as such. And the only thing that Atul had was just a ring on his hand. And it wasn't like Atul was living completely peacefully after Nikita has left. Nikita's brother Piyush Singhania and her uncle Sushil Singhania used to call Atul's parents and used to abuse them and harass them each and every day. The situation becomes so out of control that even Atul's parents thought Atul really did physically abused Nikita. So to clarify this confusion, Atul had to make his parents talk to the maid. How worse it might have felt for a parent to question their own kid for some wrong accusations. But still, things did not stop with this. Nikita's family even started to call Atul's relatives and started to spread rumors about them. And then they demanded Atul to come along with his parents to Jaunpur and apologize to the Singhania family in front of their entire relatives. And only then they will send Nikita and the baby back with him. After hearing this, Atul stated no and firmly sticked with that. Thought, I haven't done anything wrong and I can't let anyone disrespect my parents anymore. But never did he imagine the cost of this no. So, cut to 2024. Atul was accused in 9 different cases, including murder, domestic violence, harassment, unnatural sex, and dowry. Moreover, some of the cases were even filed against Atul's family. So, initially, Kita's family demanded 1 crore for settlements, or else they've threatened Atul that they will file cases against him and his family. And later on, that price escalated to 3 crore. Atul thought that the truth is on my side, so why should I be scared of these cases? And hope that some or the other day he will get the justice. Though on the outlook, these court proceedings and stuff might seem pretty simple, but they are extremely mentally taxing. Like the 3 years, Atul got almost 120 court dates, and almost 40 times he himself went from Bangalore to Jaunpur to attend them, and at times even his family members had to attend the court. Moreover, it's not like if you went there, the work will be done at that instant. At times, it might be a holiday, the judge might be absent. The opposite side lawyer might not show up, and at times, it is easy for the opposite side lawyers to extend the date for the next day. So, even if you show up, that doesn't guarantee that the work will be done. And it wasn't like Atul was just sitting ideally to attend these many court cases one after the other without any kind of hustle. Any person who is working in any MNC or private organization can understand how fucking hard it is to get these many amount of leaves approved to attend these many amount of court dates. And the fucked up part about this entire thing is that not even one case was based on any kind of truth. But Nikita was able to keep one after the other. And do note that each and every accusation that Nikita made against Atul were non bailable offenses. For instance, the murder case. Nikita has reportedly made this case against Atul and his family members, including his brother, stating that Atul has demanded 10 lakh rupees from her father, and because of that, her father got immense shock and that caused his death. If you remember previously, I told in the beginning of the video that what was Nikita's dad's health condition and how it affected their marriage also. And she even made some accusations that Atul was earning 40 lakhs per annum and later on said that he was earning 80 lakh per annum and just left his wife and son for 10 lakhs only. Though later on during the examination, she has accepted that her father's death was due to a chronic illness. Do note that while she was filing up this case, it had been more than 1.5 years since her father's death. Let that sink in. And a domestic violence case against him and his family members, even on his brother. And if you did remember what I said in the beginning of the video, it was clearly said that Atul's brother Vikas Kumar met Nikita just once or twice, but still was booked onto this case. Like, come on, how baseless the things are. And this case went on till 2022. Moreover, during those 2 years, neither did Nikita or a lawyer attended any of these court dates. And later in 2024, this case was lifted, and Atul got to know about it through an e-court application. And the fucked up part was that Nikita charged the domestic violence case again freshly in September 2024. There were many other cases which went in the same manner, but the Section 498 case was the most notorious one of all. And Nikita even demanded Atul for 2 lakhs every month as maintenance fee under the CRPC 125 Maintenance Act. And this case was registered under Judge Rita Kaushik's court. So a little context about Rita Kaushik. She is a principal family court judge in Jaunpur, and Atul got contact during the CRPC 125 maintenance case. And Atul also got the opportunity to know about how corruption runs in the court. As I mentioned earlier, how the court dates are arranged and how frustrating can it be to attend all of them. So people try ways to keep the court dates in their favor by paying some ransom or stuff. And here comes Peshikar Madhav, who used to do these kind of stuff. Generally, it is known to everyone who is a regular in the Jaunpur court. So in the same way, Madhav approached Atul. First, he was shocked that how a Peshikar is able to do these kind of things. But later, it came into Atul's eyes that all of this was done in front of the judge, Rita Kaushik herself, and that this entire court was just corrupted. Still, Atul was carrying some kind of hope, but even that was killed into pieces. So during one of the after lunch cross examination period before the session had begun, Judge Rita Kaushik called both Nikita and Atul to talk with them. Initially, she asked, "Why don't you guys just make a settlement and finish this off?" To which Atul responded by stating how absurd the demands were and how it went from 1 crore to 3 crores. To which Judge Rita Kaushik responded, stating that you might have 3 crores money with you, so that's why your wife is asking. After hearing this, Atul was in complete silence. So Atul started to talk about all the wrong cases Nikita has kept against him and his family. And Judge Rita Kaushik, without any ounce of sympathy, responded saying that it's your wife. What's wrong if she have even kept some wrong cases? Damn. Let that sink in for a second. So Atul was just flabbergasted by this response of Rita Kaushik, and he replied to her, because of these kind of cases only, many men are committing suicide. Then Nikita stepped up and decided to say, then why don't you do the same? And the judge just stood there and laughed off. Atul went completely numb after hearing this. Like, how insensitive can people be?
मैं जाकर बैठा था लंच के टाइम पे, उसके बाद क्रॉस होना था मेरा। मुझे जब मैं गया कोर्ट में तो अंदर बुलाया गया। अंदर बुलाया तो मैंने देखा कि मेरी पत्नी पहले से ही अंदर है और जज ने बोला कि तुम ये कोर्ट के केसेस सेटल क्यों नहीं कर लेते हैं? मैंने बोला कि मैम, इन्होंने आपके जो 20,000 के इंटरिम मेंटेनेंस का ऑर्डर है, उसके बाद इन्होंने पहले 1 करोड़ माँग रहे थे, अब 3 करोड़ माँग रहे हैं। तो इस पर जज का रिप्लाई ये था, इसका मतलब कि तुम्हारे पास 3 करोड़ होंगे तभी तो माँग रही हो। मैं बिल्कुल ही शॉक था सुन के कि कैसे ये बोल सकती हैं टीचर, बट और भी शॉक्ड होना था मुझे। उसके बाद मैंने बोला कि मैडम, ये इसने मेरे माँ-बाप, भाई सब पर, मुझ पर इतने सारे मुकदमे डाल रखे हैं। ये पिटीशन आप पढ़ के देखो, सारे गलत इल्ज़ाम लगाए हैं। तो जज का कहना था कि तो फिर क्या हो गया, तुम्हारी पत्नी है, अगर तुम पर गलत केसेस डाल भी दिए तो क्या हो गया, ऐसे ही होता है ना? ये सुनकर मैं और भी शॉक था। मैंने फिर बोला कि मैम, अगर आपको पता नहीं तो लाखों लोग इन गलत केसेस की वजह से लाखों आदमी सुसाइड करते हैं। यहाँ पर मेरी पत्नी बोलती है कि तो फिर तुम क्यों नहीं कर लेते? और ये सुन के वो जज हँस पड़ती है।
Later on, Judge Rita Kaushik asked Nikita to step out of the room for once. Then here comes the negotiation. Judge Rita Kaushik openly asks for 5 lakh rupees, and if given, she said she will settle the case for him or else he will be roaming around the courts for the rest of his life. To which Atul daringly stated that I have all the evidence, so let's do in the proper way. And this wasn't the first time they asked bribe from him. Before also, the Peshikar Madhav has asked Atul to give 3 lakhs and stated that the rest of the things will be handled down. Finally, the judgment of the CRPC 125 maintenance was given, asking Atul to pay 80,000 every month to Nikita. The man was dead from inside at this point. He wasn't willing to pay that money to Nikita. He stated that all of my hard earned money is going to my enemy and it is helping them out. But he can't do anything against the laws also. He felt trapped. And yeah, there was this incident that I forgot. So apparently one day Nisha Singhania had met Atul after the cross examination. So Nisha Singhania laughed at Atul and taunted him by saying, haven't you still committed suicide yet? I thought you wanted to. Listening this, Atul thought, everyone wants me to die. My wife, my mother-in-law, the judge, everyone. So what's the point of living anymore? It's to get used by my wife for money. So I decided it is better to leave this world forever. And one by one, he started to complete all of his responsibility. But he still hoped at least someday justice will be served. So he left all kind of evidences, and in his last wishes he stated that his ashes to not be immersed until the justice is served, and if it didn't, then just throw them in the court sewer. And he requested his wife to give back his kid to his parents so that the kid is brought up with values and ethics. And at last, even left a letter to his son and asked him to open in 2038 when he's 18 years old. Even stated that, I don't remember how you look and I hate you. Like a guy who was completely over the moon because a baby had entered his life is now unable to reciprocate that love back to his own kid. He felt he has completed all of his responsibilities, and on 9th December, before committing the suicide, Atul sent all the details of the case to an NGO and a death letter to his brother, Vikas Kumar. By the time the police arrived, Atul was found dead in his bedroom. As soon as the news spread, Atul's family members and friends were in complete shock. Atul's brother Vikas Kumar stated that he never thought Atul would take such a step. Then Vikas Kumar finally decided to file a complaint against Nikita Singhania and her family members. Then without any delay, the Bengaluru police started to track down Nikita, and it appeared that Nikita was changing locations from time to time and just used WhatsApp for communication, but a single phone call helped caught her. So Nikita apparently made a call by mistakenly, to which the Bengaluru police reacted very fastly and tracked her location to know that Nikita was hiding in Gurugram in a PG accommodation. So using that, the police quickly arrested her. And after Nikita's arrest, they used Nikita as a bait and then caught Nisha Singhania and Piyush Singhania, who were hiding in Prayagraj. Even after this much has happened, Nikita's uncle Sushil Singhania stated that neither I nor any family members was present at the scene. The claims made in the video will be addressed by Nikita shortly. He said the family had no contact with Atul in the past 3 years and even added, we are not guilty and we trust the court to deliver a fair judgment. These were the lines made by Sushil Singhania. So Nikita and her family members were produced before the court. Then they had requested for a bail. So amidst all of this, Atul's father, Pawan Kumar Modi, urged for the custody of his grandson and even appealed Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BR Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and other authorities to secure the child's custody. The shocking thing here is that no one knows where Vyom is, even to Atul's parents also. So recently we got to know that Vyom was actually enrolled in a boarding school in Faridabad. Though the case is still going on, Nikita and her family members were granted the bail on January 4th. Until now, Atul's ashes aren't immersed. Will they get the justice, or the ashes will be thrown in the cold sewer as per Atul's wish?
So I'm gonna take my life now. Also, मेरी कुछ आखिरी इच्छाएँ भी बताना चाहूँगा मैं। मेरा अस्थि विसर्जन तब तक नहीं होना चाहिए, जब तक मेरे हरासर्स को पनिशमेंट नहीं मिलता है, तो मेरा अस्थि विसर्जन ना हो। अगर इतनी सारी चीज़ें, एविडेंस और सब कुछ होने के बाद भी अगर कोर्ट, ये जज और मेरे बाकी के हरासर्स को पनिशमेंट नहीं देती है और बरी कर देती है, तो मेरा जो अस्थि है वहीं कोर्ट के बाहर किसी गटर में बहा देना चाहिए, ताकि मैं ये जान जाऊँ हमेशा-हमेशा के लिए, मैं ये अपना लेसन सीखता रहूँ कि इस देश में क्या वैल्यू है एक लाइफ की।
Do let me know in the comment section what do you think about this entire case, and thanks for watching.